Welcome to Finishing Well Podcast, living aligned beyond the page. The podcast for believers who don't just start strong but finish well. I'm Pastor Alex Covington, Christian life coach, pastor, author, founder of Covington Christian Coaching, partnering with I Can Christ Ministries. This podcast is about alignment, aligning your faith, your life, your calling, and your daily decision with God's truth, not just on paper, but in real life. Here we move beyond surface level Christianity. We slow down, we listen, we grow. Through scripture, coaching insight, and honest conversations, my goal is to help you live anchored, purposefully, and faithfully. So when the race is over, you don't just arrive, you finish well. Let's get started. Most people don't fail because they stop believing in God. They fail because they grow tired, misdirected, or misaligned. They're still praying, still serving, still showing up, but sometimes feel off. They're exhausted, they're frustrated, and quietly they're wondering why following God feels harder than it should. And here's the truth. Effort alone was never God's design. Welcome to Finish Well, living aligned beyond the page. I'm Pastor Alex Covington, pastor, Christian life coach, and founder of Covington Christian Coaching, which operates as a hybrid ministry, offering nonprofit discipleship through I Can Christ Ministries, and a separate one-on-one coaching opportunities for personal clarity and application. This podcast exists to help believers move beyond knowing Scripture and into living aligned with it. Finishing well does not require more effort. It requires alignment. Jesus says in Matthew 7, "Many will say to me on that day, 'Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name and do many mighty works?' And then I will declare to them, 'I never knew you.'" Notice what Jesus does not criticize. He doesn't criticize effort. He addresses alignment. Their hands were busy, but their hearts were distant. Many believers assume the solution is always to try harder, pray harder, serve harder, push through. But Scripture never calls us to endlessly striving. It calls us to faithful obedience. Effort without alignment leads to burnout, confusion, exhaustion. And many believers feel guilty for being tired, as if exhaustion means weak faith. But often, exhaustion is just simply a sign that something's misaligned. Romans 12 tells us, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Transformation implies realignment. God is bringing our thinking, our desires, and our actions back into agreement with truth. Effort asks, how hard can I push? Alignment asks, am I running the race God actually assigned me? Hebrews 12 tells us to run with endurance the race set before us. See, that phrase matters. Your race is not someone else's race. Many believers are exhausted because they're carrying assignments God never gave. They're chasing expectations God never spoke. Comparison always produces misalignment. Paul didn't measure success by visibility. He measured himself by obedience. Paul says in 2 Timothy 4, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Faithfulness is not fame. Alignment produces endurance. Endurance sustains obedience. Some indicators of misalignment include chronic frustration without clarity, serving without joy, always tired but rarely fulfilled. Confusion is decision making, feeling distant from God while still doing things for Him. These are not failures, they are signals. God often uses discomfort to invite realignment, not condemnation. Take a moment. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what am I doing out of obligation instead of obedience? Where am I exhausted because I missed a line, not lazy? What responsibilities am I carrying that God never assigned? What would obedience look like if I slowed down and listened? Realignment usually begins with subtraction, not addition. Proverbs tells us, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. Direction flows from alignment, not effort. Grace doesn't shame misalignment. Grace invites correction. God didn't call you to sprint until collapse. He called you to run faithfully until completion. You don't finish well by pushing harder. You finish well by aligning deeper. Because God didn't just call you to start. He called you to finish well. If this episode has resonated with you, my book, Finishing Well, Living Aligned Beyond the Page, goes deeper into this foundation and offers practical steps towards the realignment. And if you're seeking personal clarity and application, Covington Christian Coaching offers one-on-one coaching opportunities alongside the nonprofit discipleship work of I Can Christ Ministries. Subscribe and share this with someone who feels tired but still faithful. And let's walk this journey together.